Exercises 2007. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and remain standing for the singing of our national anthem. Thank you, Mr. Cannon. At this time, as the furrow students and band students are taking their seats among the graduates, I would encourage everyone to check cell phones and pagers, please. Please set them to a silent mode. It doesn't play nice with the recording of our ceremony today and replaying over the cable networks. Thank you. Thank you. It is my privilege to certify the graduating class of 2007 and to present them for acceptance to Dr. Ann Stevens, Superintendent of Schools, and to Mr. Joel Weinstein, President of the Board of School Directors. But first, it is my pleasure to introduce the presiding officer for today's commencement activities, Chairperson of the Senior Class Caucus, Hannah Marie Kennedy.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Fox Chapel Area High School's 2007 commencement ceremony, held today here at Soldiers and Sailors. Welcome school board members, administrators, principals, teachers, parents, families, friends, and most importantly, the graduating students of the class of 2007. On behalf of the graduating class, we would all like to thank you for coming and sharing this momentous day with us. We look forward to today's events and are anxious to walk out of here today, not as high school students, but as high school graduates. Again, thank you all for coming, and I hope you enjoy today's ceremony. And now a word from our superintendent, Dr. Stevens.
Mr. Williams, by the power vested in me by the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, I accept the Fox Chapel Area High School graduating class of 2007. Members of the Board of School Directors, parents, honored guests, and most importantly, members of the Fox Chapel Area High School graduating class of 2007. It is my pleasure to be here this afternoon to share in your graduation exercises. I have spent time over the past year getting to meet and talk personally with many of our seniors. This is truly an outstanding group of young men and women. I have found each student to be different, but wonderful. I have found that their past at Fox Chapel has been filled with memories of great times, their best experiences being in the high school, ranging from the diversity of students and student life to the class options available and student-teacher relationships. They mention numerous teachers who have influenced their lives and career paths that include medicine, engineering, computer technology, law, business, hotel management, and journalism, to name only a few. We are proud of them today, but I believe there are no limits to what they will accomplish in the future. The graduating class of 2007 is filled with scholars. Like Jason Vardakar McCullough, who earned the distinguished honor of becoming one of 20 of the most outstanding academic students in the nation. Elise Liu, who is one of only 2 students across the state to receive the Siemens Award for her outstanding performance on advanced placement, math and science test. And Andrew Krieger, who was one of 18 students in the state to be named a semifinalist in the 2007 Presidential Scholars Program. This class is represented by 11 National Merit Scholar finalists. The class of 2007 is also represented by outstanding student athletes, some who played for the last time as high school students, and others like Brian Letters, John Sasson, and Chris Murphy, who will go on to play with full athletic scholarships, joining numerous others who will compete on the college level. Fox Chapel Area High School athletes were section champs in boys basketball, girls cross country, boys golf, boys soccer, girls swimming, and boys tennis. Many of our students are accomplished musicians. Brittany Furman, who sang before 5,000 spectators to open AAA action at the Palumbo Center. Tom Hu is an accomplished violinist, and Nick Engelhardt, who will pursue a career in music. We also have creative minds and caring people. I was so impressed with the senior project of Julia Petruska, who raised funds to support an orphanage in Russia. And Tim Vey, who answered my question, what would you do to make Fox Chapel Area High School a better place for the future, by saying, it doesn't get any better than this. I'm amazed at their talents, their courage during difficult times, and their ambitions. Today marks the end of one of the most memorable times in a person's life. Many of you are academic scholars, having achieved above a 4-point average. Others have worked until today to qualify for graduation. But what you do tomorrow will begin a new chapter in your lives. Each of you will leave here today as a graduate of Fox Chapel Area High School. Your diploma will be your symbol that you have completed the coursework, and now you may move on to the university level, technical school, the armed services, or the world of work. A few weeks ago, I attended the graduation exercises for the Milan School of Pharmacy at Duquesne University. The guest speaker that day was Mary Sammons. Mrs. Sammons is the CEO and president of Rite Aid, a $26 billion corporation. When she finished high school, she had no idea that someday she would lead the corporate world. Her college major was French. When she couldn't get a job teaching, she turned to the world of business. Each time there was an opportunity to advance, she took advantage of that opportunity. She worked hard, learned from those around her, and stayed the course. The world you share with millions of others is changing so rapidly that it's predicted you may actually change careers 14 times during your lifetime. I hope that we have prepared you for that future. I hope that we have instilled in you a strong work ethic, given you the opportunity to grow through the classes that you have taken, and helped you to understand that nothing ever remains the same. As John F. Kennedy once said, change is a law of life. If you think only of the present and the past, you are certain to miss the future. There are no limits to what you may achieve in this world that is filled with opportunities. As you leave this time period in your life and begin a new chapter, I hope that you will work hard, learn from those around you, and take advantage of opportunities that present themselves. As one door closes, stay the course and find the open door. Thank you, graduates, for your contributions to Fox Chapel Area High School and to your school district. You are a special class. Congratulations and best of luck in the future.
Thank you, Dr. Stevens. And now, here to deliver greetings from the school board, Mr. Weinstein.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Each year, I am amazed at the immense pride and optimism that each class exhibits, and the class of 2007 is certainly no exception. I see before me young men and women who are proud, as they should be, of their achievements. I see parents, guardians, family, and friends who have come here today to celebrate your accomplishments and are looking forward to continuing to help you along the road that lies ahead. Your parents' support, encouragement, and guidance have helped in no small way to bring you to this point in your life. I hope you realize this. I also see proud teachers in the audience. All of the teachers in the Fox Chapel Area District have influenced and guided you to this day as well, especially those teachers with whom you've made a personal connection. Those teachers who are special to you, ignited in you the spark of curiosity, the enthusiasm about the learning process, and the excitement about the pursuits of your individual areas of interest. They help you discover the strengths and pursue the passions. They led you to the heights of the learning process and showed you how to fly even higher. Behind the scenes is a school system, its school board, and its administrators who believe in a quality education that truly strives to be the best in the United States. The Fox Chapel Area School District offers our students an intense, varied, and ever-evolving curriculum, and a myriad of interventions that enables each student to maximize his or her individual potential. The young men and women of the 2007 graduating class who sit before me were offered a plethora of experiences from which to choose, who had opportunities to explore a full and expanding range of academic subjects and pursue those which interested you further by choosing electives and participating in seminars, competitions, apprenticeships, and shadow studies. The opportunities to engage your interests outside the classroom keep on expanding almost exponentially. You have the opportunity to participate on the student newspaper, literary art magazine, video production, science and engineering projects, sing in a chorus and magical singers, play in the marching band, symphony orchestra, and jazz band, perform in musicals and dramatic productions, and do all sorts of community service projects, participate in forensics, TSA, work study, vocational technical training, and certainly a myriad of sports teams and clubs. You had many winners and outstanding performances in national, state, and regional competitions. You should all take pride in what you have accomplished. One thing we hope you will take with you as you graduate from high school is the desire to be a lifelong learner. Fox Chapel Area School District has given you the tools to use as you embark on the journey toward the pursuit of your dreams. Whether you are headed for higher education, the world of work, or the military, you will always need to continue to learn, ask questions, be open to new ideas, and use your creativity to solve problems you encounter. I hope you have learned never to be afraid to ask for guidance from your parents, your teachers, or your mentors in order for you to make the best possible decisions possible. Your journey on the road to achieve your dreams may have some bumps along the way, but I feel confident that each and every one of you leaving Fox Chapel Area High School have the tools and skills to succeed. This is your moment to be proud of all you have done. Enjoy yourselves at this time of celebration. I am proud of you as well for what you have already accomplished and for what you will accomplish in the future. On behalf of the Board of School Directors of the Fox Chapel School District, I accept the class of 2007 for graduation. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Weinstein. I now introduce to you one of my dearest friends, speaking on behalf of the students at large, Mr. Dan Schimmel.
Hi, guys. Fox Chapel High School is a place that's been with each and every one of us for a while now. 4 years, to be exact. And a lot can happen in that time, whether you like it or not. If somebody were to tell me some of the events that have transpired since August of 2003, I really don't know what I'd think. That Arnold Schwarzenegger, the Terminator himself, would become governor of a state. People wouldn't call each other on the phone anymore. Oh no. Texting, letter upon money spending letter, would take up the time that we all love so much. Words like MySpace and Facebook would never again mean people's personal areas or just a collage of headshots. If somebody were to tell me one or any of these things, I'd smile, give the crazy guy on the corner his change, and I'd just walk on down the road. If somebody were to tell me, Dan Schimmel, you will be speaking to the graduating class of 2007, me, in my 120 scrawny pounds of glory, would probably tell you no thanks. But looking back, I wonder what I'll remember from high school. For one, I can still feel the breeze brushing through my hair during track. As you can see, the breeze is probably still there, but not the hair. I can still sense the apprehension and the anxiety of being a new student in a new school, a massive school that had more doors and hallways than I could count. But I can also remember how all that disappeared my senior year. I can even remember when the football team won a game by 23 points. It's not a joke. It's not a joke. There's no punchline to that. It actually happened. September 22nd, 2006, against Latrobe. Told you, John. Told you I'd compliment him. But high school is about these memories, but they aren't just the ones myself, Dan Schimmel, had. Though, some of my memories are pretty good, and they'd probably be a good book if I wrote them all down. You think, Mr. Williams? That's what I thought. The ones that we, the class of 2007, had are special as well. Memories like having to perform our freshman dances in front of the entire student body. Or being baked to a crisp in the bleachers during the bomb threat. And who could forget grilled cheese and tomato soup on Fridays? The thought alone just makes my mouth water. All of these memories we went through together. We were never in the same class, but all of us have taken a test we didn't study for. Some of us have had this memory a couple more times than others. We stare at the paper, and it stared right back at us, full of answers that just should have been written in a foreign language. Now, say German, like the one I took. But when I think about it, I don't think German would have been the best call. And that language never really suited me. We've all had a class we couldn't stand. It happens. The teacher speaks, and it's just like nails on a chalkboard. Except these nails spit out mathematical formulas or Shakespeare plays. But all of us, even the parents and teachers here, had a class they loved. A class that made you get up in the morning and go to school even in that last semester of senior year. For me, it was computer art. I took it 4 times. But don't worry, every time it was different. Every year technology would change, and computer art with Miss Smith would help me adapt and enjoy it. And by adapt and enjoy the class, I mean putting Chino's face on picture after picture. Now, all of these memories, you just have to think that we went through as a class. And through all these experiences, whether good or bad, we all needed something that kept us on an even keel. Something that got us through the years. For me, it was track. I've done track and field here at Fox Chapel since I was in 7th grade. One of my favorite events was the high jump. In 8th grade, I thought I cleared my highest height. But I could always strive for more. My senior year, I cleared my highest, 5 feet, 10 inches, against everybody's favorite team, Central Catholic. There, go ahead, say it, boom, go ahead, boom. There. But as I looked around, I saw that people from other teams had gone even higher. My education, our education, is like the high jump. We think we've done all we can, but there's one more. There's always just one more step. And now that senior year's over, I'm not. I bet we're not finished yet. Just look around the room today, and you'll see people that have cleared higher heights. I only wish that I will be able to clear some of these heights that the people sitting with me have today. But let us never forget to be satisfied with the heights that we've cleared, for there are always more to be conquered. So why dwell on all these memories when there's a whole new world out there for us to find? It is because we take these memories from the past and we put them to use now. Now, it may be difficult to use the memory of grilled cheese and tomato soup to get ahead, but let me assure you that may come. I mean, it may work. But we can always become, when we walk out those doors, we can do what we want. We can become a governor of a state and have a terrific Pittsburghese accent. May wash the stairs now on Sunday. We can change vocabulary again and again. We can do all of this with the memories we hold most sacred. The memories that I'll hold most sacred are the ones of my classmates, my friends. I look around at all the faces today, and I see some that made me laugh, some that made me think, and some that made me just step back and say, wow, that's a pretty face. I'll remember the days and the late nights I had with all my friends, and I'll think to myself, how did I get this lucky? And the day that will stick with me for a long time is this one right here. Seeing my classmates and I in our caps and gowns, This is a day that belongs to each and every one of us, yet we share it at the exact same time. A real sense of accomplishment fills us on this day. This is our day, our graduation day. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dan. I now introduce to you Kelsey Moran. Each year, the senior class nominates and votes on a teacher they feel has made the biggest impact on their class. Our Teacher of the Year for 2007 is Mr. Mark Early. It is nearly impossible to miss Mr. Early walking down the halls of Fox Chapel. Besides the fact that he is 6'5", his huge smile, booming voice, and hearty laugh make it impossible to lose him. Mr. Early teaches accounting and business law, and what makes him our Teacher of the Year is, one, his ability to connect everything we talk about in class to a personal story, no matter how random the subject. Whether the story is for better understanding on a certain subject, or just a funny flashback, every story he tells can liven up the class every time. Mr. Early also never fails to show how much he cares about his students. If any student is embarrassed or uncomfortable for any reason, Mr. Early will try his hardest to turn the attention to himself by dancing, making a funny noise, or seeing how many clips he can attach to his face before really being in pain. He got 5, just so that one student can no longer possibly feel the slightest bit of embarrassment. He has the ability to make anyone feel welcome and a part of the class. If someone seems bored or uninterested for the moment, he will instantly break out in a song. Whether it's Billy Joel, The Doors, Hall & Oates, no matter what it is, it's always a good show. I'm sure anyone walking past would be convinced that Billy Joel himself was performing in the business hallway. Yes, he is that good. When I had Mr. Early, there was never a class that we didn't erupt in laughter, and never a class that we didn't learn anything applicable to our lives now or to where we will be in a few short years. Some may say that business law is not the most exciting of classes, outside the police videos and everybody's favorite Colt DuPont. But that wasn't the case when being taught by Mr. Early. If any one man can make learning about contracts an interesting thing, it would be Mr. Early. Even passing back tests and papers was interesting when trying to figure out if the nickname he had just made up was some form of your name or another student's in the class. I can say with confidence that Mr. Early has made a positive impact on every student that has come through his classroom, and even some who haven't had the pleasure of having him as a teacher will agree. We've all heard his beautiful voice and have seen his amazing dance moves, but most importantly, we've had the privilege of getting to know Mr. Early as a kind and caring teacher who will be nearly impossible to forget. On behalf of the class of 2007, I would like to thank Mr. Early for what he has given back to every student who he has taken time to work with and care about. Thank you, Mr. Early.
Good afternoon, class of 2007. Today, we are united as never before. The same graduation gowns rest on each of our shoulders, and the same memories run through our minds. More importantly, we have come together with a single purpose: to receive our diplomas and walk out of this building as adults. As unfair as it may seem, this unity is fleeting. Though we are together now, we will each choose our own direction in making our path into the real world. However, before we can do this, we must first look inside ourselves to figure out who we are and what is important to us. Charles Kingsley, an English novelist, once wrote, "We act as though comfort and luxury were the chief requirements of life, when all that we need to make us happy is something to be enthusiastic about." The very fact that we have made it here shows that we have all found something at the high school to be enthusiastic about. For me, it was being on the Model UN team and dancing, maybe a little too enthusiastically at prom. Other people played on the football team, participated in student government, or joined the cast of the spring musical. No matter what it was, each of us found something in the high school that made the tests, the homework, and the teenage drama fade away. Each of us found that one class or activity that brought us to life. Looking back, however, it may seem that our activities in and of themselves were somewhat arbitrary. Is there anything intrinsically worthwhile about moving a bow across a violin or tossing a frisbee back and forth? No. We are the ones that give these actions meaning. We are the ones that turn sound into music, a group into a team, and a school into a community. We do so with our enthusiasm, our artistry, our dedication, and our respect for one another. We have made the past 4 years unforgettable, and as long as we hold on to our youthful enthusiasm, we will continue to fill the rest of our lives with laughter and joy, ideas and values, friendship and love. No one can tell us which college is the right college or which career is the path to success. It is our freedom to choose whichever path seems true to us. And we can have confidence that as long as we preserve our character, we can find success at any college or career, and we can bring meaning to any path that we choose for ourselves. As adults, finding happiness and meaning in life will be our own responsibility. There will never again be teachers, principals, and advisors planning events and watching out for us. In college, professors will not be lenient if we do not finish a paper in time. In the workforce, a day's absence cannot be alleviated by simply bringing in a note from our parents the next day. This might be scary, but it is also liberating, for it is an affirmation of our own ability to determine our own fate. After 12 years of waiting to see where we fall on grading scales and rubrics, we are the judge of our own success. We must be prepared to take on any challenge that we may encounter in the pursuit of our dreams. When faced with adversity and turmoil, many people just give up with the excuse that life is hard. Well, to this, Voltaire responded, "Compared to what?" Indeed, life may be hard, but it is all that we have. This is it. We should strive to live the life of our dreams, despite any difficulties that we may encounter. This is all that we have. We should savor each and every beautiful moment that we are given. Nikki Giovanni, the noted poet from Virginia Tech, stated, "We are better than we think, and not quite what we want to be." We are imperfect, but within each of us rests the capacity for greatness. We must not give up on the validity of our dreams or our own ability to accomplish them. Our greatness will come forth in many ways. Some of us may serve society by becoming leading scholars in medicine or law. Others may proudly serve our country in the military. Many of us will become faithful husbands and wives and fantastic mothers and fathers. No matter what we choose, each of us has talents and gifts to share with the rest of humanity. We are the class of 2007. On this graduation day, let us look back with fondness on the experiences that we have shared, because they have made us into the outstanding people that we are today. Let us cherish and celebrate this moment, because it is our last time united as a class. And let us never forget our hopes and dreams, because they will be our guiding vision as we create the future.
Thank you very much, Sam. Next, we will have Mr. White with the Principal's Leadership of Fox Chapel Area High School. Looking around today, I see the faces of my classmates who I've shared so much with over the past 4 years. And I find it hard to believe we're here at our high school graduation. It seems like a short time ago we were in elementary school, and now today, here together, we graduate from high school. Most of us have had an idea in our mind of what this day would be like. However, I doubt any of us, students, teachers, administrators, or parents, thought that it would be here so soon. Today is a day we will remember forever, so let us cherish it now as a class, because in a few short minutes, this moment will be gone. These past 4 years at Fox Chapel Area High School have been, for many of us, the best teenage years anyone could ask for. We have had a lot of fun together, and it's sad to see it coming to an end. Indeed, there were times when things were not easy, but whatever was thrown our way, we overcame together, as a class, the class of 2007. 4 years ago, many of us entered the high school together, and now, 4 long years later, we will leave together. It's sad to think that we won't be able to enjoy Chicken Patty Fridays, or CC, everyone's favorite lunch lady. As a class, we've endured the mortifying freshman dances and sat through 80-minute periods where we just could not stay awake. But no longer will we have to tolerate long lunch lines or smoky bathrooms. This part of our life is almost over. We without a doubt have left our mark at Fox Chapel Area High School. Our class has been actively engaged in numerous athletic competitions and countless academic contests. Together, we are proud of our accomplishments. Today, we sit surrounded by Fox Chapel Boys Whippio golf champs. We sit side by side our crew team who recently made it to nationals. We have All-American wrestlers, numerous scholarship recipients, the girls' swim team, and the boys' varsity basketball players who achieved section titles for the first time in 30 years. And lastly, we are the 2007 Fox Chapel High School's homecoming float winners. Together, we have all gone above and beyond the expectations of any high school graduating class. We have so much to be proud of. Now more than ever, we must be thankful for the opportunities with which we have been presented. All of us have been lucky enough to attend a blue ribbon school, lucky enough to participate in countless extracurricular activities, and lucky enough to have received such a fine education. However, this past spring, we were reminded just how valuable and precious our opportunities and our lives are. In April, our nation witnessed the worst mass killing in recent U.S. history, the Virginia Tech massacre. Never before have we felt so unsafe, and never before has our nation been through a tragedy of this kind. But with each passing day, we grow stronger, and together, as a nation, as a country, we made it through. And now, as a class, we must better understand how lucky we have been and how lucky we hopefully will be. As a class, we have achieved so much together. And now, as a class, we should thank our parents and family members for everything that they have done. And thank our friends for always being exactly what we needed them to be. On behalf of the class, I would also like to thank our teachers and principals, Ms. Susser, Mr. Williams, Ms. Bixel, Mr. Howard, Mr. White. And to Mr. White, we will miss you, and together we thank you for everything you have given us. This is the last time you ever have to call names at graduation, and I'm glad you decided to go out with a good class. And to my fellow graduates, thank you for all the memories. I honestly and truly wish you all the very best, and am very pleased to have been given an opportunity to graduate with such fine young people. Now, for the last time ever, we will sit patiently and wait for the principals to call our names, not to the office, but to walk across the stage to graduate. Seniors, prepare to receive your diplomas, and the class of 2007, congratulations and good luck.
David Andrew Golubeski. Aubrey Michelle Josek. Ian Maxwell Gordon. Melissa Elizabeth Garvey. William Carson Gordon. Heather Kerr. Andrew Lee Gottlieb. Megan Jeffries Knox. Justin Robert Grumsky. Dong Guo. Brittany Lynetta Colon. Jonathan Harchick.
Catlin Christian. Christopher Martinez Harner. Kirsten Ann Lessick. Terrence Hartford. Kiki Strauss-Levine. Jonathan Elliott Hall. Brittany Marie Lewis. Ronald William Heisel. Tim Stephen Hine. Amanda Marie Lipinski. Alexander Bradley Hepner. Julia Alexandra Lisevich. James Travis Hepner.
Over, right? What's left? It's cool. Jason, I know it's cool. It's in the sky.
Once again, congratulations, graduates. To commemorate this change in status from high school student to high school graduate, please join me in switching your tassels from the left to the right. Now I ask that all of the graduatees stand, please. It's the moment we've all been waiting for, the throwing of the caps. I advise that you take your tassel off if you don't want to lose it.